Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Tuesday, June 12th, 2018. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. I don't know if you guys caught the UFC card last weekend, but even if you're a casual fan, you can't help but get excited when you see greatness in action. And right now in bodybuilding, there's no one out there who's been oozing greatness quite like seven-time Mr. Olympia, Phil Heath. Last week, we saw the champ releasing warning shots to the rest of the field as a little reminder of exactly who they're dealing with. And at this point, I don't know anyone in the world who doesn't have Phil as a prohibitive favorite coming into this year's event. But history tells us that every great empire eventually falls. And because history is usually written by the victors, I guess we'll all see who gets a chance to author the next chapter. As the old saying goes, it's best to let sleeping dogs lie. But I guess no one told that to whoever woke up Narmin Assria. The Bikini All-Star has been seen rounding herself back into championship form over the last month or so after taking a short layoff to start her season. Even for an athlete with her pedigree, last year was awesome from wire to wire. But now that she's had a chance to let her body heal and make some solid improvements, you can't help but think that she'll be ready to put together a nice run once she's ready for action. Now that the North Korean meetings are apparently back on, the Department of Defense might be in the market for some protection out there on the Korean Peninsula, so it might be a good time for someone to reach out to 212 standout Kang. Over the weekend, someone inside Team Kang leaked a clip from a back training workout where we catch the former Olympian getting in some quality off-season reps. Even though he's not the most active guy in the division, when he's completely dialed in, this guy can still be really dangerous. So if he can pick his spots correctly and show up at 100%, it wouldn't be a giant shock if he ended up earning another win or so some point here in the near future. With the way that the economy's been going lately, now is a great time to invest in the stock market if you want to see some heavy returns on your investments. So if you happen to be in the market for some bodybuilding 5-year futures, right now you won't find anyone who has a higher ceiling than Big Ramy. Yesterday we saw the big man doing his due diligence centered on celebrating International Chest Day with some heavy hammer strength work. According to my sources out at Oxygen Gym, Ramy and his team feel confident that they can come in and beat last year's Olympia look. So if he comes in and tops what he did at that huge win last year at the Arnold Europe, now all of a sudden we might be looking at a serious problem for King Phil and his quest to rewrite history. So far this year, we haven't had a whole lot of surprises come our way in the 212 division. But next month, rookie heavy hitter Hameed Juma is hoping to change all of that. The UK national champ is set to make his pro debut next month in the Windy City at the Chicago Pro, where he'll be looking to follow the blueprint laid out by former British national champ and 212 All-Star Ricardo Correa, who punched his ticket to the Olympia weekend right there on that same stage. Pound for pound, Juma is as pro-ready as any rookie we've seen hit the 212 scene all season long. So as long as his conditioning is on point, he should have a legitimate shot to land a spot somewhere in the first call-out. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.